A secret union marriage is often a grand celebration, a moment of joy shared with loved ones. But what happens when two people decide to keep their union a secret from the world? In some cases, secrecy is not just a choice but a necessity, whether due to family pressure, societal expectations, or personal fears. The story of a hidden marriage is always filled with intrigue, tension, and the ever-present risk of exposure. Imagine a young couple deeply in love, bound by emotions that transcend the ordinary. Their connection is undeniable, but circumstances make their union impossible in the eyes of society. Perhaps their families belong to rival backgrounds, or they fear professional repercussions if their relationship becomes public. Whatever the reason, they make a daring decision to marry in secret, away from the eyes of the world. The wedding itself is simple, held in an intimate setting with only a trusted witness or an officiant who asks no questions. There are no grand halls, no elaborate decorations, and no long guest lists. The vows they exchange are whispered promises, spoken not before hundreds, but only to each other. At that moment, love is the only witness that truly matters. Once married, the real challenge begins, maintaining the illusion that nothing has changed. They continue to live as they always have, greeting friends and family as though they are still just dating, or perhaps not even officially together. Every public interaction is a delicate balancing act, ensuring that no one suspects the truth. They avoid wearing wedding rings in public, and their conversations are carefully crafted to avoid slipping up. Despite their caution, danger lurks around every corner. A simple mistake, a carelessly saved text message, a misplaced receipt, or an unnoticed social media post could unravel everything. The pressure mounts with each passing day, making their secret marriage a thrilling but exhausting burden. They long for the day when they can embrace freely in front of others, when they no longer have to hide their love. However, secrecy also adds an element of excitement. There is a thrill in stolen moments, in secret glances exchanged across a crowded room. They find joy in their shared little world, one that no one else is a part of. But with each passing day, the weight of their secret grows heavier. Sooner or later, the truth is bound to come out, whether by accident, choice, or sheer inevitability. A secret marriage is not just about romance, it is about resilience. It is about navigating a world that may not be ready to accept their love. The question remains, how long can they keep it hidden? And when the truth finally emerges, will their love withstand the storm that follows? Reasons for secrecy. Not every love story is meant to be told openly, and not every marriage can be celebrated with grand gestures. Sometimes, two people who deeply love each other must hide their union, not out of shame, but out of necessity. The reasons for secrecy can vary. Some are personal, others are influenced by society, and many are dictated by professional circumstances. No matter the cause, living in a hidden marriage is a challenge that demands patience, caution, and resilience. 1. Personal reasons. For some couples, keeping their marriage a secret is a deeply personal choice. They may prefer privacy over public scrutiny, wanting to enjoy their relationship without interference from family, friends, or even the media. This is especially common among individuals who have had difficult past relationships or have faced criticism for their romantic choices. In other cases, emotional reasons play a role. A couple may choose secrecy if they fear judgment, especially if one partner has gone through a previous divorce, or if their relationship started under unconventional circumstances. Some people simply do not want the pressure of expectations that come with public knowledge of marriage. 2. Societal reasons. Society often imposes rules on love and relationships, making some marriages controversial or even unacceptable. Cultural or religious differences between partners can lead to resistance from both sides of the family. In traditional societies, where arranged marriages are the norm, love marriages, especially secret ones, are frowned upon. The fear of rejection, disownment, or social backlash forces many couples to hide their commitment until they find the right moment to reveal it. In some regions, same-sex marriages are still not widely accepted, pushing LGBTQ plus couples to keep their relationships and even their marriages a secret. Fear of discrimination, loss of family support, or even legal consequences can make secrecy the only option. 3. Professional reasons. Careers can sometimes become an obstacle to love. High-profile individuals, such as celebrities, politicians, or business leaders, may keep their marriages secret to protect their public image or maintain their marketability. A famous actor, for example, might not want to lose their appeal as a single heartthrob, while a politician may fear that their marriage could complicate their professional ambitions. Even in regular workplaces, relationships between colleagues, especially those involving a superior and a subordinate, can create complications. A secret marriage helps avoid accusations of favoritism, conflicts of interest, or office gossip. Some professions, such as military service or diplomacy, require individuals to make personal sacrifices, including limiting their personal relationships. The burden of a hidden marriage. No matter the reason, keeping a marriage a secret is not easy. The fear of exposure, the struggle to maintain a double life, and the emotional toll of not being able to openly celebrate love can weigh heavily on a couple. Some succeed in keeping their secret until the right time, while others find that secrecy only strengthens their bond. But for many, the moment of exposure is inevitable, and the real challenge begins when the truth is finally revealed. Double lives. Living a secret marriage is like performing a delicate balancing act. One slip, one wrong move, and the entire illusion could come crashing down. For couples who must keep their marriage hidden, the challenge is not just about secrecy. It's about maintaining completely separate public identities while privately sharing a life together. This double life requires careful planning, constant awareness, and a deep commitment to the deception, all while protecting the love that binds them. 1. The art of separation. To the outside world, they are just friends, colleagues, or perhaps two people who barely interact. Every move in public is calculated. No holding hands, no lingering eye contact, no affectionate gestures that could raise suspicion. If they happen to attend the same social gathering, they act as though they are nothing more than acquaintances. Living apart is often necessary to maintain the illusion. Even if they secretly live together, they make sure that no one knows. They may have separate mailing addresses, different social media lives, and even different friend circles. Every phone call, every text message, every interaction has to be discreet, often using code words or private communication channels. 2. Managing social circles. One of the biggest challenges of leading a double life is managing relationships with family and friends. Both partners have to keep up appearances, attending family gatherings alone, and dealing with the pressure of questions about their love life. Parents may try to arrange proposals, friends may set them up on dates, and colleagues may casually ask, "So, are you seeing anyone?" Each question is a test of their ability to keep the truth hidden. For those who are famous or in high-profile professions, the challenge is even greater. Paparazzi, media scrutiny, and public expectations force them to craft entirely different personas. A celebrity, for example, may appear single in interviews while secretly coming home to their spouse. A corporate leader may be married to a coworker but act professionally distant at the office to avoid speculation. 3. The strain of secrecy. Maintaining a double life takes an emotional toll. It can be exhausting to constantly switch between roles, pretending to be someone else in public while longing to be authentic in private. There is the constant fear of being discovered. A misplaced call, an unexpected visitor, or a slip of the tongue could unravel everything. The emotional strain often leads to moments of frustration and doubt. One partner might feel neglected when the other prioritizes their public image over their private relationship. There may be jealousy, guilt, and the lingering question, how long can we keep this up? The breaking point. A double life cannot last forever. At some point, cracks begin to form. Maybe a friend starts noticing inconsistencies, a family member stumbles upon a hidden clue, or a chance encounter exposes the truth. When the secret is finally revealed, the couple must face the consequences, whether it's relief, confrontation, or the fear of losing everything they worked so hard to protect. In the end, the test of their love is not just in keeping the secret, but in deciding when and how to finally live openly and honestly. Close calls and suspicion. No secret can remain hidden forever, and for a couple living a secret marriage, the risk of exposure is always lurking in the shadows. Despite their best efforts to maintain separate public identities, small inconsistencies and unexplained coincidences begin to add up. Friends and family, who may not suspect the truth at first, start to notice patterns that don't quite make sense. What begins as harmless curiosity soon turns into whispers of speculation, and the couple finds themselves walking an increasingly thin line between secrecy and discovery. 1. Slipping up in conversations. One of the first signs that something is amiss often comes through casual conversation. A friend might ask an innocent question, like, "Where were you last weekend?" and receive an answer that contradicts something they heard earlier. Perhaps one partner forgets which excuse they used last time, or they accidentally mention a private moment that only a married couple would share. Family members, especially parents, tend to have a sharp intuition when it comes to secrets. A mother might notice a sudden change in behavior. Why does her child seem happier but refuses to talk about their personal life? Why do they dodge questions about relationships or marriage? Over time, these small inconsistencies start to pile up. 2. Unexplained coincidences. Despite their careful efforts to keep up appearances, the couple occasionally makes mistakes that raise eyebrows. Maybe they both happen to coincidentally take vacations at the same time, but claim to be in different places. Perhaps they are seen shopping together in an area where neither of them usually goes. A well-meaning friend might notice that they always leave events around the same time, or that their work schedules seem suspiciously aligned. Then there are the little details: matching jewelry that seems too specific to be accidental, an inside joke that no one else understands, or a photo that captures them looking at each other in a way that suggests something more than just friendship. 3. Accidental discoveries. The risk of being caught increases in the digital age. A forgotten text message, a mistakenly tagged photo, or a social media algorithm that suggests a connection between the two can instantly expose the truth. One of them might leave their phone unattended, only for a curious friend to see a message that reveals too much. In some cases, an outsider, a mutual acquaintance, a distant relative, or even a coworker, might accidentally uncover the secret. Perhaps someone recognizes them at a romantic dinner or spots them checking into a hotel together. A slip of the tongue from an uninformed friend could set off a chain reaction of questions that become impossible to avoid. 4. The growing suspicion. As the inconsistencies add up, speculation turns into direct questioning. Friends start jokingly asking if there's something they're not telling. Family members might stage an intervention, pressing for the truth. At this stage, the couple has to decide: do they continue to deny and risk an even bigger revelation later, or do they finally come clean before the situation spirals out of control? Every secret marriage faces a moment of reckoning. The closer the truth gets to being exposed, the harder it becomes to maintain the lie. And when the final piece of evidence falls into place, the couple must be ready to face the consequences of their hidden union. A hidden paper trail. No matter how carefully a secret marriage is hidden, small traces always remain, tiny pieces of evidence that, when discovered, can unravel everything. In a world where digital footprints and official records exist for almost everything, even the most cautious couples can leave behind clues. A single overlooked document, an unexplained financial transaction, or a misplaced text message can become the key that exposes the truth. 1. The marriage certificate. One of the most dangerous pieces of evidence is the marriage certificate itself. While the couple may have hidden their wedding from friends and family, official records still exist. A government registry, an unfiled document, or even a nosy relative who works in the legal system could stumble upon the truth. Sometimes, a well-meaning family member might request legal paperwork for an unrelated reason, perhaps to help with a visa application or a property deal, only to find unexpected records of a marriage. A simple background check, often done for professional or travel purposes, could also bring hidden documents into the light. 2. Financial clues and suspicious transactions. Money can be one of the easiest ways to expose a secret. If the couple shares financial resources, there will inevitably be bank transfers, joint purchases, or credit card statements that reveal their connection. Even something as simple as paying for a shared streaming service or booking flights together can raise suspicion. A particularly observant accountant, a concerned parent reviewing expenses, or a bank official handling a joint account inquiry might notice something odd. If one partner is still financially dependent on family, sudden unexplained transactions could lead to questions. A misplaced receipt for an anniversary gift, a hotel stay, or a large purchase made for two can also become an unintended clue. 3. The digital slip-up. In today's world, our devices store more of our secrets than we realize. A phone notification popping up at the wrong time, an unsent email draft, or an automatically saved password could reveal a hidden relationship. A forgotten chat history on a shared computer might expose affectionate messages. A phone call from an unknown contact with a familiar voice could raise suspicion. A social media algorithm suggesting one partner as a close connection might spark curiosity. Sometimes the couple themselves makes a mistake, sending a message to the wrong person, accidentally forwarding a private email, or leaving a phone unlocked in the presence of someone who shouldn't see it. 4. The accidental discovery. The most unexpected leaks often come from the most mundane situations. Maybe a friend overhears something in passing, or a coworker notices a wedding ring left in a desk drawer. A hotel receptionist may refer to them as Mr. and Mrs. in front of the wrong audience, or a travel agent might confirm a honeymoon trip in the presence of an unsuspecting relative. No matter how cautious a couple is, paper trails, whether physical, financial, or digital, are hard to erase completely. And once a single piece of evidence is uncovered, it usually leads to more questions, more investigations, and ultimately the exposure of the truth. The accidental leak. A secret marriage requires careful planning, constant vigilance, and an extraordinary level of discretion. But no matter how well a couple hides their relationship, all it takes is one moment of carelessness, one slip of the tongue, one unexpected photograph, or one digital record to expose the truth. Often the reveal doesn't come from an enemy or a determined investigator, but from a simple accident that no one saw coming. 1. A damning photograph. In the digital age, photos can be the biggest threat to a hidden marriage. A single snapshot taken at the wrong moment can send shockwaves through a couple's carefully crafted secrecy. A well-meaning friend takes a group photo at a party, unknowingly capturing a stolen glance or an intimate touch between the couple. A tourist or bystander unknowingly snaps a picture of them together during a vacation, and the image resurfaces online. A social media algorithm automatically tags them together in multiple pictures, raising questions. Even an old wedding picture, meant to be kept private, might accidentally be shared or found in cloud storage. If one partner forgets to hide it properly, it could end up being the clue that breaks the mystery wide open. 2. A slip of the tongue. Words can be just as dangerous as photographs. No matter how careful a couple is, casual conversations can sometimes reveal more than they intend. One partner might absent-mindedly refer to the other as my husband or my wife in front of someone who wasn't supposed to know. A friend or family member who was let in on the secret accidentally mentions the marriage in a conversation. A waiter, hotel staff, or receptionist unknowingly addresses them as Mr. and Mrs. in front of others. A single misplaced word, once spoken, cannot be taken back. If the wrong person hears it, the secret begins to unravel. 3. The digital footprint technology can be both a blessing and a curse. Even if the couple avoids posting about their relationship, the internet has a way of connecting dots that were never meant to be connected. An online registry or public record shows their marriage details, discovered by an unsuspecting family member. A shared online purchase, perhaps for home decor, wedding rings, or travel tickets, gets noticed by a friend who wasn't supposed to know. A smart device, like a phone or smart assistant, accidentally saves or suggests a romantic message in front of the wrong person. Emails, search histories, and even automatically generated memories from social media can serve as unexpected proof of their secret relationship. The moment of realization. Once the leak happens, the reaction is immediate. Friends and family, who may have already had suspicions, start asking questions. Some might confront the couple directly, while others may start gathering more information. The couple must now decide, do they continue denying the truth, or do they finally reveal their secret? In many cases, the accidental leak marks the beginning of the end of their secrecy. Whether they planned for it or not, their marriage is now exposed, and the only thing left to determine is how they will handle the fallout. Shockwaves and fallout. When a secret marriage is exposed, the aftermath is often just as dramatic as the revelation itself. What was once hidden is now out in the open, and the people closest to the couple react in different ways. Some may be hurt, others may feel betrayed, and a few might even celebrate the truth finally coming to light. But one thing is certain: their relationships with family, friends, and colleagues will never be the same again. 1. The initial shock. The first reactions to the revelation are a mix of surprise, disbelief, and confusion. People who thought they knew the couple well are now questioning everything. Family members might feel blindsided, wondering why they weren't trusted with such an important part of their loved one's life. Parents, in particular, may take it personally, believing they should have been involved or at least informed. Close friends may react with a mix of excitement and frustration, happy for the couple but also hurt that they were kept in the dark. Colleagues and acquaintances may spread gossip, turning the situation into a topic of discussion in workplaces or social circles. For those who had suspicions all along, the revelation confirms what they already believed. Some might say, "I knew something was off," while others will be genuinely shocked that they never saw it coming. 2. Feelings of betrayal. Not everyone will take the news well. Some friends and family members may feel betrayed, especially if they were actively misled. They might ask questions like, "Why didn't you trust me enough to tell me? Was our relationship not strong enough for you to share this with me? What else have you been hiding?" Parents who had other plans, such as arranging a marriage or expecting a traditional wedding, may feel like their expectations were ignored. In some cultures, hiding a marriage can be seen as a sign of disrespect, leading to deep family conflicts. 3. The gossip and speculation. Once the truth is out, rumors start to spread. People will speculate about the reasons for the secrecy. Some might assume it was a love marriage that went against family traditions. Others may think there was a scandal involved, such as a workplace romance or a previous engagement that overlapped. Social media makes things even worse. If a photo, message, or document was the cause of the leak, it could quickly spread online, bringing even more unwanted attention. The couple may have to deal with invasive questions, judgmental comments, and even pressure to explain themselves publicly. 4th, divided reactions. Not everyone will react negatively. Some loved ones will be supportive, even excited about the news. Friends who understand the couple's situation might defend their decision to keep the marriage secret. Supportive friends and family will say things like, "As long as you're happy, that's all that matters." Traditional or conservative relatives might struggle to accept the situation, especially if cultural or religious values were challenged. Professional consequences could arise if the marriage was hidden due to workplace policies or conflicts of interest. 5. The aftermath. Repair or ruin. Now that the secret is out, the couple must navigate the damage. Do they try to repair broken relationships, offering explanations and apologies? Or do they accept that some people may never understand and move forward with their lives? For some, the revelation becomes a turning point, forcing honest conversations that ultimately bring them closer to their loved ones. For others, the fallout may create permanent rifts, with some relationships never fully recovering. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is clear: the moment the truth is revealed, life will never be the same again. Confrontation and justification. With their secret marriage exposed, the couple now faces the inevitable. Difficult conversations with family, friends, and colleagues who feel shocked, hurt, or even betrayed. The confrontation is unavoidable, and the couple must now explain why they kept such a life-changing decision hidden. Some will demand answers, others will express their disappointment, and a few may even refuse to accept their reasoning. 1. The emotional confrontations. Family confrontations. Parents and close relatives often take the revelation the hardest. For them, marriage is not just about love, it's about family, tradition, and shared experiences. They may feel left out, wondering why they weren't trusted enough to be part of such an important milestone. How could you hide this from us? Do you even care about this family? We had dreams of celebrating your wedding, and now we'll never have that. If cultural or religious differences played a role in keeping the marriage secret, emotions can run even higher, leading to deep disappointment or even rejection. Friends' reactions. Close friends may feel a mix of betrayal and curiosity. They might joke about it at first, but eventually the real emotions surface. We thought we knew everything about you. Were we not important enough to be part of your big day? What else have you been hiding? Some will be understanding, while others might take the secrecy personally, feeling as though they weren't trusted. Workplace confrontations. If the couple kept their marriage secret due to professional reasons, perhaps because they work together, colleagues and superiors might now question their integrity. So, all those meetings and late nights, was that really just work? Did you get special treatment? This could have serious consequences for your career. 2. Justifying the secrecy faced with accusations, the couple must now explain why they hid the truth. Their reasons might include personal privacy. This was something we wanted to keep between us. It wasn't about you. It was about our need for privacy. Fear of judgment. We knew people wouldn't understand, and we didn't want to deal with the stress of explaining ourselves. Family pressure. We were afraid of how our families would react, so we decided to wait for the right time. Professional concerns. Our careers were at stake, and revealing our marriage too soon could have caused problems. Some people will accept these explanations, while others will remain hurt or skeptical. 3. The struggle for acceptance. Despite their justifications, the couple may find that not everyone is willing to move on immediately. Some relationships will need time to heal, while others may never fully recover. Parents might take weeks or months to forgive the secrecy. Some friendships may fade, unable to recover from the perceived betrayal. Workplace reputations could take a hit, affecting future opportunities. However, for those who truly support the couple, acceptance will come in time. As emotions settle, many will realize that love, not secrecy, is the foundation of a marriage. 4. Moving forward. Once the difficult conversations are over, the couple must decide how to move forward. Do they make amends, organizing a belated celebration to include those who felt left out? Do they accept that some relationships may never be the same? Or do they embrace the freedom of no longer having to live a double life? One thing is certain, though the road ahead may still be bumpy, the truth is now out, and the couple must stand by their decision, for better or worse. Consequences and redemption. Life is a delicate balance between choices and their repercussions. Careers, friendships, and family bonds can be strained or fractured by poor decisions, but the path to redemption, though difficult, offers a glimmer of hope for healing and growth. In the professional world, a single misstep can have far-reaching consequences. Consider a high-ranking executive who, in the pursuit of profit, cuts corners, overlooks ethics, or compromises the company's integrity. At first, the rush of success masks the potential harm, but eventually, the cracks begin to show. A whistleblower exposes the wrongdoing, leading to an investigation. The consequences are immediate: public scandal, loss of clients, and the erosion of trust. As the executive faces the fallout, their career is threatened, their reputation tarnished, and their leadership questioned. In the aftermath, the path to redemption becomes a personal journey. Acknowledging the mistake is the first step, but it takes more than words. Rebuilding trust requires consistent actions, transparency, accountability, and a willingness to make amends. The executive must work tirelessly to restore the faith of colleagues, clients, and stakeholders, often at great personal cost. However, redemption in the professional world isn't just about regaining status. It's about proving that growth is possible even after significant failure. Similarly, friendships are fragile. When betrayal or dishonesty creeps in, the damage can be irreversible. A friend may break promises, act selfishly, or neglect the emotional needs of others. The bond that once seemed unbreakable shatters, leaving both parties wounded. One side may feel abandoned, the other may feel guilty, but the gap between them widens with time. In some cases, the pain may be too deep to overcome, and the friendship fades away entirely. But sometimes, redemption is possible. It requires a deep understanding of what went wrong and a willingness to make things right. The wrongdoer must confront their actions, acknowledge the hurt they've caused, and apologize sincerely. However, forgiveness isn't guaranteed. It is up to the hurt party to decide whether they can move forward. The one seeking redemption must give the other space to heal, understanding that trust cannot be rebuilt overnight. Through patience, consistency, and empathy, some friendships can be revived, though it may never be the same as it was before. Family relationships, perhaps the most profound and cherished, are also vulnerable to the weight of missteps. In families, the stakes are high. Hurtful words or actions can leave lasting scars. A parent might neglect their child in the pursuit of career success, or a sibling might betray the trust of their family for personal gain. These actions can fracture the foundation of a family, leaving it in disarray. The road to redemption within families is often the most challenging. The bonds are deeply ingrained, and the emotional pain is intense. To redeem oneself in the eyes of family members, one must show genuine remorse, take responsibility for the harm caused, and seek forgiveness. The process involves not just words, but changing behaviors over time. Family members must see that the person seeking redemption is committed to positive change. This doesn't guarantee forgiveness, but it increases the possibility of healing. In some cases, redemption strengthens the family bond. A new beginning or a bitter end. Love, in its purest form, is meant to be a bond that transcends all challenges. But what happens when a secret relationship, built on trust and passion, is suddenly thrust into the harsh light of exposure? Will it emerge stronger, or will the weight of secrecy and deception lead to an inevitable end? For Sarah and James, their love story began like a fairy tale. They were two individuals from vastly different worlds. Sarah, a successful career woman with an ever-growing public profile, and James, a private man who valued simplicity and anonymity. Their connection was instant, magnetic, and they quickly found themselves entangled in a whirlwind romance. The chemistry was undeniable, and soon they made a decision that would alter the course of their relationship forever. They secretly married, away from prying eyes and judgmental onlookers. At first, the secrecy seemed like a necessary evil. Sarah's career was at its peak, and the last thing she wanted was to expose her personal life to the public's scrutiny. James, on the other hand, had always been wary of the spotlight, preferring the comfort of a quiet life. Their shared decision to keep their marriage hidden allowed them to nurture their relationship without outside pressures. But as the months went by, the strain of keeping such a significant part of their lives a secret began to take its toll. Their close friends noticed the changes, long absences, odd behaviors, and unexplained tension. The cracks began to show in their once harmonious dynamic. But the turning point came when Sarah's most trusted colleague, Rachel, stumbled upon a photo of them together during a private getaway. The image, though innocent, was enough to spark rumors, and soon, whispers of Sarah's secret marriage spread like wildfire across social media. The exposure of their secret threw both Sarah and James into a whirlwind of emotions. Sarah, ever the professional, initially tried to dismiss the rumors, hoping they would fade. But as the media frenzy grew, her career became entangled in the drama, and her public image, meticulously curated over the years, began to crumble. The pressure weighed heavily on her, and the guilt of keeping such a significant part of her life hidden from the world started to erode her confidence. James, too, felt the sting of betrayal. He had always wanted to keep their lives private, believing that love should remain a sanctuary, untouched by the world's opinions. But now, he found himself in a battle, not only with the media, but also with Sarah. She was changing, becoming increasingly distant, and their once passionate connection began to feel strained. The love they had once shared now seemed fragile, cracked by the very secret they had tried so hard to protect. As the exposure took its toll, the couple found themselves at a crossroads. Would they be able to weather the storm, or had the damage already been done? The tension between them deepened as they realized that their love, while genuine, was now caught between two opposing forces: their desire for privacy and the unavoidable truth of their public lives. For Sarah, the question became whether she could regain control over her career while balancing her relationship with James. Could she truly love him without the constraints of secrecy, or would their love always be tainted by the weight of what they had hidden? For James, the issue was simpler, but no less painful. He wondered if the woman he had married, the woman who once valued their privacy as much as he did, could still be the same person after the world had intruded. The tension reached a boiling point when Sarah was faced with an ultimatum: speak out and make their marriage public, or risk losing everything she had worked so hard for. James, disillusioned and heartbroken, was ready to walk away, feeling that the price of love had become too high. In the end, their story did not have a clear answer. For some, the exposure of their secret marriage would have been the beginning of a new chapter, a love reborn in the light. For others, it was the bitter end of what had once been beautiful, now irreparably damaged by the weight of truth. Only Sarah and James could decide if they would face the future together or part ways, forever marked by the consequences of their hidden love.